the Bulls beat the Lakers in the championship, the first finals. You remember how Pippen was picking Magic? Well, forget all that. Pippen picked up Magic. And so if you guarded Magic, who's usually 6'9", and looking over defenders.
You think LeBron would have guarded Magic?
No. What I'm saying to you is that, but LeBron has never been the defender Pippen is. You do know that.
Pippen is
not even close.
Pippen is a much more consistent defender. I'll say this.
Not only that, he's somebody that embraces playing defense.
No doubt. I wouldn't compare LeBron over the course of a season to Pippen as a defensive player. I will say this, in terms of versatility as a defender, LeBron is more like Dennis Rodman. LeBron at his best defensively could legitimately, capably guard all 5 positions.
That's not
LeBron at his best is an all-time great defender.
Again, that's why you shouldn't be talking basketball, because you're bringing up what he could do. I'm bringing up what he has done. There's been plenty of times. I will never question the ability of LeBron James. There's nothing he can't do. He has shown a willingness religiously throughout the years not to accept elite defensive assignments.
Welcome back to my channel, sports fans. Okay, let's get into this one right here. Well, you heard the truth from Stephen A. Smith that LeBron basically has been unwilling to take the challenge. And he told Max that I don't care what he could do or would do. I've never seen it. Don't tell me what he can do when he's never did it, folks. He's never took the challenge. And Stephen A. Smith had to shut this dude down, because Max, he came out at first comparing this, saying he could, guard 1 through 5 and was on Pippen's level, and then he kind of backed off and said, no, he ain't on Pippen's level, but guard 1 through 5. So check this out, folks. He can't even guard his own position. These guys play small forward to power forward. That ran roughshod on LeBron James in the finals. Right? This is LeBron's position right here. Small forward to power forward, and he couldn't stop these guys. Now, not to mention that nobody knew who Kawhi was at the time when they won that championship, the San Antonio Spurs. He was basically a role player. We know Iguodala was a role player. These two players basically shut LeBron James down. And you can go look at the 2015 finals. LeBron shot under 40%. It was crazy, like 31% from 3, 60-something% from the line, almost 4 turnovers. It was crazy. I don't care about he had close to a triple-double. Nobody cares when your percentages are horrible. And he couldn't even shut Iguodala down. He taunted Dirk Nowitzki and couldn't go give the business to Dirk Nowitzki after already being up 2-1 with a super team, folks. Yep, Dirk Nowitzki gave him the business for 3 straight games. We know Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant one-upped him on the super team thing. Woo! One-upped him on the super team thing. Wow. What's the deal? Where's all the hate? Stephen A. Smith did not like this because it pretty much dimmed out LeBron's career. But the fact is, Draymond Green, to me, is a borderline Hall of Famer. Now, if he gets one more championship, I could probably put him in there. But he don't have those type of statistical titles like that. He averages less than 10 rebounds a game. What's he average? A triple single or something, like what do they call? No. So at the time, it was fair. You had Kevin Love, you had LeBron James, and you had Kyrie. There's no excuses. Now you got Kevin Durant, you got Clay, and you got Curry. So let me ask you, who's better, LeBron or Durant? Okay, LeBron James, right? Who's better, Curry or Kyrie? Curry. Who's better, Kevin Love or Clay? Well, back then, when you go look at it and you see these guys' career, Kevin Love was better. But we could just agree to say that's a tie. And we all know what happened in 2017. Kyrie outplayed Curry. LeBron couldn't outplay Durant. And he really didn't have to outplay him. All he had to do was shut him down. Bigger, faster, and stronger. And he destroyed you for 2 finals straight. And got finals MVP. So basically, 3 out of 4 finals that LeBron played in, 15, 17, and 18, he couldn't shut these guys down playing the forward position. He couldn't. The bigger, faster, stronger guy couldn't shut these guys down. And we're not even, don't tell me, oh, we can't shut Kevin Durant down. You can give Kevin Durant some problems, though. And if I can't shut you down, guess what I have to do now? I have to put up 41 points like Michael Jordan. And in this soft, weak era, I'm gonna one up Michael and put up 45 points per game to make sure we don't lose. Because I'm really going against no defense. Who's gonna stop me? Who's gonna stop you from putting up 45 points per game? The King. What player on that team? Oh, Iguodala. I don't think at that point in 17, 18, I only think Iguodala was on that team. Was he? If he was like in a real reduced role. So at that point, there's nobody to stop you from literally putting up 45 points per game. Nobody. If Michael Jordan could do it on the Suns, LeBron James ought to have been able to do it on the Warriors. Soft, weak, no-touch era. Give Kyrie the ball, give somebody else the ball, and let them run the offense, and you attack. This guy's too, I try to tell you guys, this guy's too busy trying to be a fake Magic Johnson. Because he done fooled his fans all of his career. I have no business on the biggest stage playing with the big boys. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put up all these meaningless stats that mean nothing. Because I wasn't out there killing it on the mid-range, killing it on 3. These are dunks and layups, folks. Kawhi Leonard shut him down in 2014 finals. And sure, he got his little stats, but most of that was in the fourth quarter. It was already over coming into the fourth quarter. It was already a blowout. So LeBron was just in their stat pattern, and they still got blown out by record margin. In none of these games right here, against these opponents, LeBron never seen a game 7. Now, I was just putting the forwards on here, but if we take it a step further, Tony Parker won Finals MVP. So you have Tony Parker, Iguodala, and Kawhi. I'll kind of leave Durant out on this one, but you got Tony Parker, who ain't on here because he's not a forward, but I'm just saying, you got Tony Parker, you got Iguodala, and Kawhi. None of those players were even the star player, main star player on the team. At the time, it was Duncan, it was Curry, and it was Duncan again. If not Tony Parker in 2004, whatever you want to put, Kawhi wasn't the star player. So 3 times he pretty much let guys win Finals MVP who wasn't even a star player. There you go. I mean, the evidence is right there. You just, the day is coming. The day is coming because Stephen A. Smith is gonna open up like a can or blow like a kettle the day LeBron James retires. And all this stuff he had to lie about, all this stuff he's been having to hold back. Oh, he's gonna unleash, in the words of Skip Bayless. Stephen A. Smith is going to unleash. It's going to be ugly, folks. It's going to be ugly. Because you already see what Stephen A. Smith is doing now. He's switching sides, right? He's now in transition to be a Republican. because the news on the wire, he got a job at Fox News. And the whole new system is switching over to Republican, and the Democrats were wrong for doing this. And they, it might be some shit coming down the pipe, because Trump is going to come after this Biden administration, probably for crimes and everything, what he did, spending all American money, tax money. But, he'll probably get exonerated, because guess what? He's old. And I don't know how long he's got left. He was walking around zombie the whole time he was in office, just about. Damn sure his last 2 years. But Stephen A's trying to jump over there to the Republicans, and the news on the wire is he's got a show on Fox. So I think he's going to turn into a Republican. And I'm trying to tell you guys, this whole thing is going to pop off when LeBron retires. It's going to be soon. Either this year or next. He can't keep running on the court. Can't keep running. Can't keep running. Can't keep running from what's coming. And what's coming is the media needs a story, right? The media needs a story to sell, and LeBron James is up next. I don't know. You got a couple stories coming. I don't know when he's going to retire, but we all know that the Puffy story is coming, Puff Daddy. Maybe the Jay-Z story is coming, and it might be come before the LeBron James story, right? But you already know the LeBron James story is coming, and what's going to happen is all these people that's been holding back, the NBA is over, folks. The NBA is done. It's finished. It's over. It's basically Major League, MLB, and hockey, right? NFL is the last American sport, and let's see how long that lasts. They've been getting low ratings this year, but the NBA is over. So now they need a story to keep you focused on the NBA, to keep people caring a little bit. It's almost like MLB, right? They kept the Barry Bonds steroid thing going for a minute. When that was over, nobody knew what MLB was anymore. It's like, MLB, what's that? Because you don't have no American players in the MLB no more, for the most part. So the NBA is over. For better or worse, LeBron has been keeping the NBA on top, because if we didn't have a LeBron story, guess what? It would be dead. Nobody cares about Joker. Nobody cares about Luka. Nobody cares about SGA. Nobody cares about all these foreign players. Not that they're not good, but they're not making it no better, folks, by playing this style of game. So we'll see what happens. That's the only thing that's going to keep the NBA alive once LeBron James retires, is the juice allegations. Yeah, but back to this guy here is an epic career failure. I mean, the more you dig deeper into his NBA history, the crazier it gets. It just defies him being in the top 20 sometimes. And I think, if them allegations come true, he ain't gonna be in the top nothing. But look for him. When it all goes down, he's gonna try to bring everybody with him. Yep. Remember when Gilbert Arenas was like, "Oh man, Michael Jordan, look, his hair fell out, man. He was doing the juice." Michael Jordan's father was bald. Michael Jordan's hair was falling out a long time ago, almost when he came in the NBA. So I don't know what this guy's talking about. Now, I do think that all players have taken something. I don't think like steroids, but I think they've taken something, whether it's protein shake, what's that thing called that pumps up your muscles? What's that stuff called? The powder, creatine. You guys, well, they don't let the public know this, but I'm a big nutritionist. I can heal myself. I can heal my dog. I can give people advice on natural medicine, natural herbs and food, and all this stuff that you could take that's all natural, like herbs. And your body will be pumped up. Your body will get younger. Your body will get, what do you call it? Your body will void itself from sickness. All kind of different ailments. I remember my dog had the, what's this called? Diabetes. He ain't got no diabetes no more. He ain't got no diabetes because I knew what to give him to get rid of the diabetes. There's all kind of stuff out here you can read from holistic people that do this stuff, or you can go with the doctor. Good luck with that, the chemical-based stuff. But what I'm trying to say is there's all kind of stuff that they don't tell you that these athletes take to put them on a whole different level as far as being real great athletically, lifting weights, making their genetics more impressive. Everything. You can take this stuff naturally. It's no drugs, no nothing. It's just stuff that comes from the earth. Herbs, pretty much. And you feel no pain. You could be doing, it's all kind of stuff, man. Just natural stuff. And I'm not here to try to be that person that, I try to help people out, like people around me and stuff like that. I try to give them advice. Well, take this. They say, oh, this is wrong, man. Take it. People don't want to heal themselves. I'm trying to tell you, this is crazy. I try with a lot of people. They don't want to help themselves. They think chemicals from the doctor, pills and all this stuff is the way. It's not, folks. It's not. Usually when your body is sick, you're deficient in vitamins. I don't care what disease it is, you're deficient in vitamins. Vitamin A, B, C, D, K, all kind of different vitamins. Zinc, magnesium, salium. Your body is deficient in vitamins. That's why you're sick with these ailments. Either you're not getting enough vitamins from the food you eat, or the food you eat is deleting the vitamins, or you're not absorbing the vitamins through the food that you eat, and that's how your body gets sick. But the doctors aren't going to tell you this stuff. But but what I'm trying to say is LeBron James is going to take LeBron James sports. They're going to take everybody down with him. You think they ain't? They going to say, oh, well, this person was doing this, that person was doing. It's going to blow up, and it's going to be really big, and it don't even matter because the NBA is over, folks. We can say the NBA was over in 2007. That's what's so crazy. LeBron James, the calling himself the king, the chosen one, all this nonsense. Couldn't make the playoffs his first two seasons. Got smoked in the Olympics in the FIBA 2004 and 6. And then in 07, he makes it to the finals to play the big fundamental. And here we go. We're on the biggest stage, folks. Guess what? Nobody watched it. Nobody watched it. Nobody watched it. It was damn near the same ratings as the 2020 bubble ratings. Nobody watched this. This was LeBron James, the next Michael Jordan, the next whatever. This guy was supposed to get the torch pass from Kobe. Nobody watched this stuff. Was it like they already knew this guy was going to crap his pants for 4 games and get swept? And then they had another say, oh, you had no help. Those games were close. Like 5 to 10 point games, if that. But he bricked it up. And they had the nerve to say 2011 was his worst performance. No, folks, it was 2007. 35% from the field. Like, I don't even know what it was from 3. Like 31%, 60. I don't know, man. This was crazy. I had to go look that up. It was like 65, 64 from the line. 6 turnovers. Folks. So basically, when I say the NFL was over at that point, when you put everything in perspective, in the years of his career, it wasn't losing, folks. It was losing bad. It was choking and losing. When we look at 2000, his first year, his rookie season, didn't make the All-Star game, missed the playoffs. Of course, went All-NBA. Second season, and some of this is okay. That as far as missing the playoffs the first 2 seasons. I mean the first season. Some people don't. Second season, an All-Star teammate loses 19 of 31 after the All-Star break and misses the play. What? And misses the playoffs. So this is the king. This is the chosen one. Everybody's like, well, what's going on here? The weak East. It was the weakest East since the 1950s. He's not playing the Birds, Celtics, or the Bucks from the 80s, or the Atlanta Hawks from the 80s, or the Knicks from the 80s, or the Pistons from the 80s. Who is he playing to stop him from going to the playoffs with his all-star teammate? 2006. Okay. You lose in the second round, but you do take that to game 7, if I'm not mistaken. And then he's in the finals the next season after only being in the playoffs one time. So that right there had the viewership like, what the hell's going on? This ain't showing how great he is. Because it ain't like he said, it ain't like he came in the league and was like playoffs, finals. Right? Or he said missed playoffs, made playoffs, finals. And then he made the finals without an all-star teammate, Hall of Fame teammate, top 75 teammate, without an all-NBA teammate, without an all-NBA defensive teammate. You think that's happening in the 90s, the 80s, the 70s, the 60s? You're making the finals without an all-star teammate, all-NBA, Hall of Fame, or top 75, whatever. All-NBA, all-defensive. What? So the fan base back then had to be like, man, this gonna be a weak finals. He ain't played nobody. He ain't played nobody to make it to the finals. Then he was getting carried in some of them games. So that's why I said when 2007 came, a lot of them fans just walked away. They was like, what is this? And then he gets smoked. I mean, he could just showed up and put up, crazy stats and be like, oh, this, you guys need this to beat me. Like Michael Jordan was playing the Celtics. Okay, look what y'all got against what I got. But I'm going to give it to you. Was giving it to the Pistons. Was giving it to the Celtics. Weren't the favorite to win against the Cavs. They weren't no favorites. Michael Jordan was never favorite. Yeah, he was favored against the Knicks, I think. One year he wasn't even favored against the Knicks. Michael Jordan more often wasn't even favored to ever win in the 80s. They already knew his team sucked. Either the team sucked or he was playing with first-year players while everybody else's team was stacked. But it's not about that, folks. It's about what do you do when you get your chance? Now you got your chance, and now you're playing in your own era. What are you going to do now? It wasn't Karl Malone and John Stockton's chance to start winning in the 80s. No, it wasn't Patrick Ewing's turn to win in the 80s or Charles Barkley. Their prime was in the 90s. Or it started in the late 80s. People act like Michael Jordan played the entire 80s or something like that. Hell, LeBron came in the 2000s earlier than Michael Jordan came into the 80s. Well, a year before. Michael Jordan played his first playoff game in 85. I don't think people understand. When you go back and look at those teams in the East, you're just like, where's Michael's help? It was the craziest thing you ever seen, man. And I think some of these teams stacked up like that because they knew when Michael Jordan got help, the league was over, or he would dominate. And why I say this was because when he scrimmaged them and he destroyed them, when he had the same amount of help or less with those college players in, 84? He destroyed NBA players. So I really think that they thought, man, we this guy's going to destroy the league. He's going to be winning a lot, so we better be getting pieces because. And Michael won't get no pieces like that. Not like the Celtics, not like the Lakers, not like the Pistons. Even the Cavs had a better team, right? From top to bottom, they had a better team in the 80s. What about Atlanta? I would say in the 80s, they barely, if they did, had a better team than the Hawks. So let me get off here, man. This is just shame right here. It's a shame. You guys heard what Stephen A. Smith said. He don't get him mad because sometimes back in the days he used to say some real ish. He said, he told Max, don't tell me what he could do or would do. We already seen what he did do. He didn't take the challenge. to try to shut these guys down. And this is what he's talking about with these guys in the finals. He ain't talking about no damn playoff game. He's talking about the finals. I'm talking about the finals. So anyway, let me say this real quick. I'm gonna give love to Wemby, because people think, oh man, you hate. No, I just been busy with all kind of stuff, man. The last video I put out that I've been putting out every day about LeBron James' career as a fraud, you know, that kind of blew me when I put that video together. You know, it has some of this on here too, but it just has Stephen A. Smith exposing this guy from 2012 to 2017 on First Take, but at the same time capping for him. I'm like, wow. But yeah, that video right there, I'm gonna play that every single day. I don't care who don't like it, who don't want to see it no more. It's getting played every day until LeBron James retires, because it's real, man. A lot of people, ESPN, Fox Sports, all his goons on social media, they done made so much money off of lies, that this guy is a top 10 player, and he's not. He's something. They've been promoting him for something that he ain't. He's just a Robin. He ain't a Batman. That's why they go play with other Batmans. If he is a Batman, it's on a weak team, in a weak era. But he can't even do it and win championships as a Batman leading the team, so he has to go play with other Batmans. Imagine that. He ain't going to play with some role players that used to be Batmans, or not role players, but used to be Batmans, and you know they were out their prime, and now okay, they're Robins. You know, like Shaq and Wade, something like that. No, he playing with Robins that was in a prime. So, you guys tell me what you think.